Hello. So, auxiliary verbs. It kind of sounds horrible, again, but it isn't. Sometimes you might have noticed that a sentence clause has two verbs in it. And how can that be? How can a subject do two different things at once? Well, it doesn't. If you can see two verbs, then probably one of them is an auxiliary verb. So, what does this mean? Auxiliary literally means to help. So, in the same way that an auxiliary nurse in a hospital helps all the other nurses do all the things that need to be done, an auxiliary verb is a helpful little verb that's just there to help the other verb. So, it changes the sentence, it modifies the meaning in some way. The focus is still the main verb, but the auxiliary verb does something to modify it. So the kinds of things it does is change the tense. They can be used to make negatives and they can be used to make questions. So let's think of an example of each of these. So first, questions. Did I ask you that? So there. Did is being used to show it's a question. Ask is the main verb. Did I ask you? No, I didn't. So again, there, it's being used to make a negative. I did not wash up earlier. I did not cook. Did you cook? No, I didn't. I did cook. I cooked. I didn't cook. So didn't can be used to make a negative. The other thing that we talked about was for tenses. So how can we use this? What is a tense? As we've mentioned before, all a tense is. Nothing to be scared of. It's just a way of it describing when an action happened or how two different actions or events relate to each other. So, for example, if we're going to form the perfect tense, I can say, have you already eaten? Yes, I have eaten. So, eat is the main verb, but have eaten shows us that it's in the perfect tense. And the perfect tense means that it's an event in the past that has some kind of relevance to now. Have you eaten? Yes, I have eaten. And in that sentence, have is an auxiliary verb that just changes the tense of the verb eaten. It just tells us when it happened and that it happened in some way that is relevant to now. Okay? So if you hear auxiliary verb, don't go, just think helping. It's just a little verb that's just there to help. Brilliant. See you soon.